Hello guys, welcome back to our anime explainer. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, thank you. Today is explanation of upcoming episode of Battle Through the Heavens based on novel. So let's start. A solemnness flashed across the little fairy doctor's pretty eyes as she looked at the figure in the sky, where poison fog permeated. This sky poison dragon scorpion beast possessed an extremely frightening strength. A fierce battle was likely unavoidable today, if they wanted to hunt it. A blood-red figure remained suspended in the sky. Enormous dragon wings slowly flapped behind it, carrying wave after wave of wild wind. However, other than the wings and the sharp scorpion tail behind, this sky-poisoned dragon scorpion beast was no different from an ordinary human. Moreover, his face was extremely handsome. Additionally, there was an evil feeling vaguely seeping from him. The sky-poisoned dragon scorpion beast slowly descended from the sky. Finally, it paused in the air above. His eyes swept over the little fairy doctor, before pausing on Xiao Yan beside her. He lifted his eyebrows and laughed. "I was wondering why you have the guts to deliver yourself to this place. You have actually got some helpers. However, just this brat's 2-star Dozong's strength makes him unworthy of attacking this king. I have come to this place with the intention of obtaining something from you." The little fairy doctor slightly smiled as she softly informed him, "Oh. This is naturally not a problem. As long as you remain behind to be this king's woman, never mind asking for just one thing. Even if you demand more, this king will be able to give it to you." The sky-poison dragon scorpion beast laughed when he heard this. His gaze immediately contained some lewdness, as he stared at the little fairy doctor's alluring body. He had never met a woman who could attract him in this manner in all these years. However, he clearly understood that this kind of attraction was mostly due to the woeful poison body. Being a poison beast, this kind of woeful poison body was just like tonic to him. Just the scent of her would cause his soul to flutter and feel incomparably comfortable. When he met the little fairy doctor for the first time back then, he knew that this woman would definitely be his. "In that case, please hand your monster core to me." The gaze of the sky-poisoned dragon scorpion beast caused a cold glint to flash across the little fairy doctor's eyes while she demanded in a faint voice. The smile on the sky-poisoned dragon scorpion beast's handsome face slowly stiffened while a gloominess appeared. He licked his lips and said, "It seems that those who come don't have any good intentions and those with good intentions don't come." If it had been someone else who said these words in front of this king, he would definitely be turned into a corpse at this moment. However, this king is so fascinated by you. Therefore, this offense to me shall be repaid by the man beside you. The dragon wings behind the sky-poisoned dragon scorpion beast were flapped after these words sounded. His body suddenly disappeared from the spot. Xiao Yan's eyes narrowed the moment the sky-poisoned dragon scorpion beast's body disappeared. At the same time, a silver glow flashed under his feet as he swiftly withdrew by a couple of steps. Xiao Yan's withdrawing feet had just landed when a hand with blood-red, sharp nails tore through the spot in front of him, like a sharp sword. A dark black line appeared in the space where the hand passed. The empty space in front emitted a surprised her when the attack missed. Immediately, the body of the sky-poisoned dragon scorpion beast surfaced in an unusual manner. His gaze was dark as he glanced at Xiao Yan. Without saying a word, he emitted a swoosh sound as a black figure rushed out in a lightning-like fashion, piercing through the sky. Within a flash, it appeared in front of Xiao Yan's forehead. An unusually sharp scorpion tail had appeared. The sharp tip contained a bright red color. Clearly, it possessed a lethal poison. The sharp scorpion tail's tip pierced at Xiao Yan's forehead in a lightning-like manner. After which, it penetrated through his forehead, but no fresh blood appeared after image. Surprise immediately flashed across the eyes of the sky-poisoned dragon scorpion beast when he saw this scene. He swept his gaze around, only to see a figure slowly appearing a few dozen meters away. That figure was Xiao Yan. "Good brat. I have underestimated you." The sky-poisoned dragon scorpion beast also felt surprised when he saw Xiao Yan dodge the attack from his scorpion tail. However, before he could act, a grayish-purple Do-Chi pillar shot over from behind him, accompanied by the ear-piercing sound of rushing wind. "Hee hee, little beauty, this little attack can't do anything to this king. The sky poison dragon scorpion beast laughed when he sensed the wind from behind him. The scorpion tail behind him pierced out in a flash. After which, it easily blocked the grayish-purple Do-Chi pillar. I don't care where you have come from. Since you have come, there is no need to leave. The sky poison dragon scorpion beast laughed out loud as his eyes swept over Xiao Yan and the little fairy doctor. After which, he opened his hand and let out a clear loud roar to the sky. This place suddenly began quiver after the roar spread. Immediately, rampaging noises could be heard. Xiao Yang and the little fairy doctor looked in the direction the noises had come from, and they saw a black line sweeping over the land like an ocean wave from the horizon. Poison gas that filled the air lingered over that black line and formed something like a poison cloud. Be careful, all of them are poison beasts. Within the fallen god stream, the little fairy doctor's body flashed and appeared beside Xiao Yang. Her face was solemn when she spoke. The black line gradually approached, while little fairy doctor was speaking. Xiao Yang glanced over and found that it was not a black line. Instead, it was a sea of densely packed poison beasts. The poison cloud that agglomerated in the air was formed from the breaths of these poison beasts. Xiao Yang's eyes coagulated as he studied this scene. He was even able to sense two similarly strong auras from within the densely packed sea of poison beasts. Although they were much weaker compared to the sky poison dragon scorpion beast, they should have reached the strength of a 4-star dozong or so. This king is the overlord of this region. Since you have arrived at this place, whether you live or die will also be determined by this king. A dark, dense expression surfaced on the evil face of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast as he laughed. We will deal with these poison beasts. Leave the sky poison dragon scorpion beast for the earth demon puppet, and old Mr. Yao to handle. It is likely that they will properly entertain him. Xiao Yang merely smiled faintly in the face of the arrogance of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast. He flicked his finger and the earth demon puppet appeared in front of him. Immediately, he rubbed his finger over the white-colored ring and Tian Huozunja's illusionary soul slowly drifted out. Little fellow, you really think too highly of the old me. You have found such a troublesome fellow. Tian Huozunja saw the sky poison dragon scorpion beast with the monstrous poison fog not far away after he appeared. He immediately exclaimed, this fellow's fighting strength is likely even stronger than that Fei Tian. How did you offend such an existence? I have no choice. The essence blood of a rank 7 magical beast is needed to help you refine a body. Xiao Yang spread his hands and smiled as he answered. Tian Huozunja was momentarily dull when he heard this. He immediately and helplessly shook his head as he said, all right, all right. Little fellow, you always have a reason. However, I alone will not be able to deal with him. Although Tian Huozunja's spiritual strength was quite powerful, it would be a little lacking if he were to openly fight with an expert at the level of this sky poison dragon scorpion beast. All of these drawbacks were due to his inability to use Do-Chi. The earth demon puppet will do its best to aid you. I think that there should not be any problem, right? Xiao Yang's finger pointed to the earth demon puppet beside him and laughed. Tian Huozunja sighed in relief when he saw the puppet. The fighting strength of the current earth demon puppet was not inferior to that of an 8-star dozong. With its help, Tian Huozunja would have greater confidence when facing that fellow. The smile on the face of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast stiffened a little when Tian Huozunja and the earth demon puppet appeared. His voice was gloomy as he said, so, you have come prepared. Xiao Yang faintly smiled. He ignored that fellow and glanced at the countless numbers of poison beasts rushing over while emitting a loud rumbling sound. After which, his eyes slid to Tian Huozunja and said, old Mr. Yao, try to be as quick as possible. The little fairy doctor, and I will stop all these poison beasts. No problem. With the earth demon puppet, it will not be too difficult to finish him off. Tian Huozunja slowly nodded as he replied, old fellow, aren't you afraid of biting your tongue by saying such big words? This king is a member of the scorpion dragon tribe. You dare to touch me? The eyes of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast were dark and dense as he spoke. Scorpion dragon tribe. Xiao Yang frowned slightly. He had heard of this magical beast tribe before. It could be considered an extremely powerful tribe in the magical beast world. Moreover, their reputation was also quite great. It is rumored that all the members of this scorpion dragon tribe possess a rare ancient dragon bloodline within their bodies. Ancient dragon. It was referring to that extremely mysterious void ancient dragon. There was seldom anyone on the Do-Chi continent who had seen traces of such a legendary existence. Within the magical beast world, any magical beast who possessed the hint of a relation to this mysterious void ancient dragon was an indication that they were strong. They were just like this sky poison dragon scorpion beast in front. The strength of an 8-star Do Zone could be considered a top-tier expert across the entire Do-Chi continent. Moreover, this scorpion dragon tribe was much greater in numbers compared to the void ancient dragon. Hence, even though it could not be compared to a tribe like the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe, they could be considered ranked among the top. Xiao Yan did not expect this sky poison dragon scorpion beast to be a member of that scorpion dragon tribe. However, now that things had developed like this, he had no choice but to continue. Forget about this fellow being a member of the scorpion dragon tribe. Even if he was a void ancient dragon, it was likely that Xiao Yan would still have no choice but to attack. Old Mr. Yao, please attack. Xiao Yan's eyes turned to Tian Huazunja. A dense coldness flashed across his face as he slowly spoke. A cold glint flashed across the empty hollow eyes of the earth demon puppets by the side after Xiao Yan's last words sounded. The silver glow on its bright body became even more intense. It did not even pause for a moment as its body flashed and rushed at the sky poison dragon scorpion beast. The expression of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast immediately became quite ugly when he saw the earth demon puppet rushing over. Killing intent surged wildly in his eyes. He furiously laughed. Since all of you are seeking death, this king shall grant your wishes, ants. Tian Huazunja illusionary body trembled before slowly disappearing in a strange fashion. A clear, loud laugh carried a pride that resounded over the sky. Ha ha, ants. If the old me had not lost my body, you would also be just an ant in the eyes of the old me. Even though this is the case, the old me will definitely take your essence blood today. Xiao Yang turned his head, after watching the earth demon puppet, and Tian Huazunja charge the sky poison dragon scorpion beast. He threw his gaze toward the countless numbers of poison beast emitting a loud rumble while heading this way. Due to these beasts being closed by, Xiao Yang could see that two figures were standing on the backs of a large magical beast at the front. The two vast and mighty auras that Xiao Yang had sensed earlier were originating from them. This sky poison dragon scorpion beast is indeed worthy of being the overlord of the fallen god stream. He possesses two underlings with such strength under him. Xiao Yang narrowed his eyes, placed his gaze on the two figures, and made a comment. Leave the two of them to me. You should block the beast crowd. What do you say? The little fairy doctor sweetly smiled as she asked, Is that all right? Xiao Yang hesitated a little after hearing her before asking, The two of them have just reached the strength of a 4-star Do Zone. My injuries have already completely healed. It should not be too difficult to deal with them. The little fairy doctor continued to smile as she said, On the other hand, there is a great number of beasts in that beast crowd. If you are not serious, you might end up falling unexpectedly. They are but a bunch of evil beasts, what can they do? Xiao Yang laughed loudly, appearing extremely prideful. Foolish brat. You dare to create trouble in the territory of my leader. You really don't know how to write the word death. A furious roar was emitted from the beast crowd that had rushed over while Xiao Yang was laughing. Immediately, two sounds of rushing wind appeared. Two figures rushed forward and appeared 100 meters from Xiao Yang and the little fairy doctor. The two figures looked exceptionally strange, because their sizes did not match. One was as fat as a ball and the ground appeared to shake when he walked. The other was as skinny as a twig, appearing just like a bamboo pole. A sinister cunningness flickered deep in eyes. Even Xiao Yang could not help but be startled when he saw these two people. He immediately found it comical. The outer appearances of these two were really strange. Get out of the Sky Scorpion region. Otherwise, die. That large human figure revealed a fierceness in his eyes as he stared at Xiao Yan and the little fairy doctor. He clenched his hand and an enormous hammer that was the size of a human appeared. The large hammer was randomly swung, and a low sonic boom resounded. Even the ground was shaken until a couple of deep pits formed. The skinny person beside him swept his gaze across Xiao Yan's group in a sinister manner. After which, he swiftly glanced at the sky-poison dragon scorpion beast. A soul-stirring battle had already erupted there. 3 experts, with the strengths of an 8-star dozong, were exchanging blows. The activity created would naturally not be small. Wave after wave of frightening energy rippled down. Even though they were far away, it was still possible to sense the pressure contained within the energy waves. Why have these people suddenly come to the Sky Scorpion region? Moreover, the 2 who are fighting with the leader possess a strength that is not inferior to him. The 2 in front are also clearly not ordinary people. Surprise appeared in this person's eyes as they quietly flicked around. Leave them to me. The beast crowd is coming. You should act. It is rumored that the sky poison dragon scorpion beast is able to borrow the poison gas from the beast crowd. Therefore, you need to chase them away as soon as possible. The little fairy doctor clenched her hand. A grayish-purple, mighty doe chi lingered over her palm. After instructing Xiao Yang, she moved her lovely body and rushed forward, charging at the fat and skinny duo. Little girl. You are seeking death. The old me will not hold back, because you are a girl. The large fatty immediately let out a furious roar when he saw the little fairy doctor charging over. He stepped on the ground, causing it to shake as he did so. After which, he charged at little fairy doctor like a small mountain. The large, metal hammer in his hand carried a continuous sonic boom, as it viciously smashed toward the little fairy doctor. Clang. A vast and might do-chi pillar shot out and heavily collided with the metal hammer. Immediately, a metallic sound erupted. Sparks shot out. That enormous metal hammer was sent flying while the charging fatty staggered backwards. This woman is really fierce. Ganhu, why aren't you attacking? The expression on the fatty's face changed as he cried out in a deep voice, after having been forced back by the little fairy doctor with only 1 blow. That skinny, twig-like man frowned when he heard the cry. He clenched his hand and 2 long daggers appeared. His foot stomped on the ground, emitting a swoosh sound as he transformed into a blurry figure that shot toward the little fairy doctor. The little fairy doctor did not panic even a little in the face of this combined attack by the skinny and fat figures. Her footsteps were elegant and calm. Each time she waved her hands, a vast and mighty do-chi would appear, forcing these 2 to hurriedly dodge. Neither dared to even make the slightest contact with it. Xiao Yang sighed in relief after seeing that the little fairy doctor did not face any problems. He raised his eyes and looked at the beast crowd. With a cold laugh, his body flashed and appeared in the air above them. The seals formed by his hands changed and the fallen heart flame was separated from the glazed lotus heart flame, before remaining suspended in front of him. Xiao Yang shut his eyes and spread both of his hands. A thought passed through his mind and the fallen heart flame in front of him immediately shook. After which, a powerful invisible wave formed a circular ripple form as it spread out. The invisible ripple swiftly spread and made contact with the beast crowd in the blink of an eye. Numerous mournful roars immediately sounded. The mighty momentum of the beast crowd became chaotic. Wisps of white smoke began to appear on the bodies of some of the magical beasts. Another invisible ripple spread and arrived. Immediately, clusters of flames burst forth among the beast crowd. Innumerable poison beasts were ignited despite the absence of fire. They turned into fireballs that wildly fled in all directions. A moment later, they collapsed and transformed into piles of ashes. The beast crowd did not lack powerful beasts who possessed a little intelligence, but had yet to transform into a human form. They were able to barely block this kind of heart flame attack. Moreover, being in possession of an intelligence, they did not act as crazily as the other magical beast and charge forward despite knowing that the area in front of them was filled with danger. Of course, those magical beasts that possessed an intelligence were a minority. Most of the magical beasts only used their instincts. Currently, they were under the control of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast, so all they knew was they needed to charge forward. However, under the large-scale attack of the heart flame from the fallen heart flame, any magical beast that entered within a 100-meter radius of Xiao Yan would, without exception, transform into ashes amid wave after wave of puffing sounds. Even though this was the case, there was still an unceasing number of magical beasts charging over without any fear of death. This resulted in a thick layer of ashes forming on the plains, causing it to appear exceptionally desolate. Xiao Yan involuntarily knit his brows as an increasing number of magical beasts charged forward. He glanced at the poison cloud lingering just above the magical beasts. He did not know just how long he could continue this killing if they continued forward. These magical beasts were controlled by the sky poison dragon scorpion beast, and did not feel any fear roar. A loud, clear dragon roar resounded while Xiao Yan was pondering the problem. An uproar was formed in the beast crowd and the poison fog in the air began to move. The direction it shifted in was the battleground, where the sky poison dragon scorpion beast was located. Xiao Yan's expression slightly changed. The current sky poison dragon scorpion beast was clearly no longer able to endure the combined attacks of Qian Huozunja and the earth demon puppet. He was thinking of using the strength of the poison cloud formed from the tens of thousands of beasts. If he was allowed to do as he wished, it was likely that some unexpected change might be added to the situation. Since he wished to borrow the strength of the poison cloud, I shall destroy it. A cold glint flashed across Xiao Yan's eyes. He swallowed the fallen heart flame back into his body. The flame swiftly merged with the green lotus core flame, and once again formed the glazed lotus heart flame. The seal on his hand changed and a jade-green flame shot toward the sky. It wiggled and transformed into a large fire wolf that was hundreds of feet in size. The fire wolf leaped across the sky, emitting a high temperature in the process, and causing the surrounding poison fog to instantly scatter. When this fire wolf, formed from the glazed lotus heart flame, had appeared, the beast crowd below immediately formed an intense commotion. They felt a fear deep in their hearts to this creature that was hot and filled with young energy, heavenly flame. The sky poison dragon scorpion beast, which had fallen into an entanglement, sensed the fire wolf that had formed in the sky. His expression also drastically changed in the process. Now is not the time to be distracted. A laugh suddenly sounded from behind the sky poison dragon scorpion beast, just when his mind was momentarily distracted. Immediately, a palm that contained a vast and mighty force was firmly imprinted into the back of the beast, Grug. After receiving the heavy blow, a mouthful of fresh blood was spat out of the mouth of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast. This fresh blood had just appeared when they transformed into blood arrows that ruthlessly shot into the face of the earth demon puppet that had arrived in front. A kai-kai sound appeared. However, the earth demon puppet did not react to this. Its powerful fist was still unceremoniously swung forward. Bastard, this king will not let all of you off. The sky poison dragon scorpion beast dodged the mountain-like blow from the earth demon puppet in a miserable manner. His expression was purplish as he furiously roared, "Scorpion dragon swallowing sky." The sky poison dragon scorpion beast emitted a hiss from his throat after having pulled back. His body immediately swelled. Instantly, he transformed into a 1,000-foot-large ferocious beast. It raised its head and faced the poison cloud that had been formed by the poison vapor from tens of thousands of beasts. A suction force surged from its mouth, heaven swallowing. In your dreams. Xiao Yan let out a cold laugh when he saw this. The seal formed by his hands changed and the fire wolf widened its enormous mouth. An enormous fire pillar shot out and struck the enormous poison cloud. The temperature of the heavenly flame was frighteningly high, causing the poison fog to immediately form white smoke. The terrifying poison gas gathered within was scattered like a balloon that had burst apart. Due to the burning of the heavenly flame, the amount of poison vapor that was absorbed by the sky poison dragon scorpion beast was so little that it was pitiful, which caused the sky poison dragon scorpion beast to become furious. Its blood-red eyes stared at Xiao Yan, and its dozens-meter-long scorpion tail pierced through the air, shooting at Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan's expression did not change. The seal on his hands moved and the enormous fire wolf pounced down, allowing the scorpion tail to penetrate its body. The high temperature contained within it caused the scorpion's tail to emit waves of sounds, howl. The intense pain that was transmitted from its tail caused the sky poison dragon scorpion beast to face the sky and emit a mournful wail. However, its miserable wail had just sounded when a silver-colored figure appeared above its head. A punch smashed its large eye without showing any mercy. Bang! A low, deep sound appeared. Fresh blood spluttered into the sky, causing the place to appear as though it was raining blood. Under this heavy blow, even the sky-poison dragon scorpion beast could not resist. It fell from the sky and heavily struck the ground. The land vibrated and the mountains shook. Part 1 end here.